Let me
So
just
due
ask
to
you
day to
this.
day.
Let me just ask you this. Because in lifting operations, usually communication is very important.
Yes, it is.
You have to know where this person is, constantly communicating. And then there was the issue of language barrier. How did
Yeah.
you even overcome that as a junior health and safety professional?
Being in Qatar before, it helped.
I mean, it was sign language.
Yeah. Actually, you start with sign language.
Uh-huh.
And funny thing, universally, kuelewana mtaelewana. In a very funny way, like, how do I say? Si lazima language ikuwe pure, like correct proper English or Swahili or Hindi or, Arabic. But you can do a mix match, inaitangwa, inaitwa cocktail, you do like a cocktail of languages. You coming, me going, kinda, so long as you get the message out there.
Hi, my name is Vivian Boaz, and welcome back to another episode of the EHS Unplugged podcast. I'm joined in studio by the CEO of Safety Watch Innovations. I won't say anything beyond that because I won't do him justice, so he'll do a proper introduction. But in this episode, we are focusing on the conflict happening right now in the Middle East. We have African workers and migrant workers from around the world operating in the Middle East. We want to find out really what it looks like working in the Middle East right now, what the issues are in terms of safety, security, and also psychosocial well-being, because we are having, bombs going off around them on a daily basis. What does that mean for an individual who is tasked with keeping people safe in the workplace? So, karibu sana.
Santi, thank you for having me. Well, like you said, I'm the CEO of Safety Watch Innovations Limited. Apart from being the CEO, I'm a founder. I have another co-founder. When I started out, it was alone. So, but being far away, I had to find somebody who can run things on this other end. So, founder and CEO of Safety Watch Innovations Limited. We are based in Nairobi, Thika Road. We're in Blessed House, opposite Garden City Mall. Yeah. So that's my introduction as of who I am.
Yeah. What does Safety Watch do? What are your core services?
Our core services, currently, we are an OSH consultancy, so to speak. But being that OSH is a very vast and wide space in terms of specializations and all, we have three core agendas for the company. So we are working on occupational health and safety oriented, OSH oriented event management systems with data analytics, which you're familiar with. I think that's how we came to know each other.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Yes. Yeah. We have that one, and we have OSH compliance from all types of audits, general OSH compliance and ISO certifications, preparation for ISO certifications, as well as fleet management. Yeah, so these are our core lines of business currently. As we look into the corporate year, how it will be. We are a small outfit. We're just coming up. So instead of rushing for everything else, like, unakimbiza kila kitu, better focus on just your small line, perfect on that. Then with that, we can build and roll out on more. We are looking to do or be involved in everything, OSH, but step at a time. Yeah, step at a time.
I mean, the industry is huge.
Yes.
Workplaces are coming up every other day.
Exactly.
We're having events, and we're also having the OSH quiz night, which I'm hoping we get to collaborate on the same. Yes. So I know, other than the company, you also work in the Middle East.
Yes, I do.
How did that even happen? You moving from Kenya, which we just said is very vibrant for OSH professionals, to the Middle East.
So I'll give you a short story of how I ended up in the Middle East. Situation ilikuwa ngumu, like for everyone, or for most young Kenyans with the current economic, not necessarily current, but still, with as everybody's coming up, there's some situations whereby you are in a position like gojia mawe. So whatever comes, you will go with it, My background is in finance and accounting. I did a bachelor's in BCom finance. and accounts as well. So, but most of the jobs I used to get was like contract based, and as well as data. I've done something with SPSS. So most gigs I used to get was for either audit, kidogo, we do like an audit, that's done. Projects on data entry, management and all that, done. So found out that people are going to the Middle East, you know, cousins here in Dubai, kuna watu wengine wanaenda huko, and it's a bit easier, so to speak, compared to going to, let's say, Australia, you know, Europe, states. So I got called for an interview. It was for, the first interview I went for was for, what do you call them? Recreational supervisor. But I didn't make it. I didn't make it.
What does that entail, a recreational supervisor?
A recreational supervisor, I'll give you an example, is in these 5-star hotels or big hotels, they have these roles who take care of, let's say, from poolside to these facilities for like games and all. If, for example, corporates have this, what do you call them? Team building
Exercises.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are the guys who plan for these exercises. So this why they call recreational supervisor. Mostly like in 5-star, this was for a 5-star hotel. It was to deal with mostly like the poolside, arrange for games and all for guests, such and such. Sikubahatikiwa. Being that it's Kenya and I didn't have a background for it, my recommendation letter came as ilikuwa na she ndani. It was for a lady, so they just edited the name.
Yeah.
Lakini ndani ni she was. So once I went for everything checked out, questions sawa. But now once they reviewed my documents, they told me, hey, kindly just go review your CV again, and you can try. Better luck next time.
Yeah.
So I didn't give up. This time I was at the coast, stayed there for another 2 weeks, got an opportunity for another interview. Hiyo ikakuwa ni security. I went, I passed. So that's how I ended up in Doha. Actually, for the first time, I didn't know, when I passed the interview, I didn't know where Doha was. I used to see Doha on Al Jazeera, and I'm like, where is this place? Hey, yuko ni America ama ni country gani, you know? So when I was so excited, baadaye ndio ikakuwa, by the Doha ni wapi?
But they Doha ni wapi?
You know,
No,
like I
hata
was
mi
asking.
sijui.
Doha is in Qatar, it's
No,
the
I'm
capital.
kidding.
Exactly. So I was like, hey, nimepata job. So kazi iko wapi? Doha. Hey, Doha, that's nice. Hey, by the Doha iko wapi? Iko Qatar. Qatar ndio Dubai, you know, because most people don't really, when you talk about Middle East for Kenyans, most of them, it's like, it's Dubai.
Yes.
Everybody knows Dubai. So I asked him, is it in Dubai? And say, no, it's another country by its own. Okay, well then good. So fast forward, I'm there, started working. Like a year after, I came to a point, you know, there were some issues that took you there. Tried to sort out finances, purpose, nini. Using my background, I tried to look for jobs as well in the finance and accounting field. Most job advertisements they required Asians. Like specifically, we need for this job, we need an Asian. So
Why?
I think familiarity, ease of doing work, because as at that time, most organizations are run by Asians.
Oh, yeah.
So
Majority,
maybe majority. So you would think maybe from a perspective of management of affairs.
Yeah.
Somebody who can maybe speak the language, or somebody who understands the same backgrounds. So I started as I was looking for work, we did, as a security guard, you need to have a license. It's called a security guard license from MOI, Ministry of Interior. Part of the requirements, you need to have done first aid, fire, and security guard basic training. So from this, we went for this training. I aced it, 100. Nikakuwa, this looks interesting, you know. So I talked to the instructor. He was an elderly Sudanese gentleman. So I told him, hey, since like naona mambo ya fire iko sawa, first aid niko sawa, hii security niko sawa, how would you advise me to what should I pursue? Like in this line, I can only see maybe I become a supervisor or something. I don't see too much light ahead of this road. He advised me to take up safety. Okay, that was the first guy. Second guy was my supervisor, the guy who interviewed me actually here in Kenya. I met him he came to my post. That time I was working for a company main garage. So I was posted outside. So when he came to bring his vehicle for servicing, ile tu tukiongea kidogo catching up. So I asked him, by the how, we are talking, and I asked him, how would you advise me? Like, I'm a security guy position now, but I would like to go places and build a career as well. Even before I finished, he just told me, Samuel, do safety. He was a Filipino man, also elderly gentleman. I can call him my big brother. So journey started from there.
The power of mentorship.
Ukaingia YouTube na Google. Google checked roles, responsibilities, what does it all entail. YouTube, first video I watched was like Monday you're in a suit for meetings, Tuesday in coverall, you're on site, Wednesday you are doing inspections. I didn't reach Thursday. I was hooked. Nilitokea tu hapo, like, this is what I'm doing. So from there, started pursuing pole like most of the guys there. You have a job, you have your 12 hours, you need to study, pengine resources hakuna. That time mshahara pia ilikuwa ina delay, challenges ilikuwa more, but long story short, started studying on my phone, because also my location, we didn't have schools nearby, like institutes who were teaching safety. I was somewhere in Alcor. That time, I think now they have some institutes close by, but during those days, the only institutes we had in Qatar were in Doha, so like the main city. Qatar is not that big, but still, it was centralized. Doha ndio kila kitu iko, zingine ni out, small towns and all. And so I started studying on my phone. Liko na kasimu nilibuy on offer. When I went there, at least it had Wi-Fi. Na slot ya mem card. So in any case, that's how I started. So I started with doing some online courses. Then got transferred I went to relieve some guys, me and a friend of mine. Tukaenda kurelieve watu Coca-Cola. So I ended up working for Coca-Cola for like 9 months. That was my last security job. So when we were there, Coca-Cola is in Doha, in industrial area. So basically you're still within the vicinity of Doha. So a guy I met, now we became friends after, right? So alikuwa ananiona, when I'm a bit free, I'm on the phone. And I'm not like, unajua tuseme ile social media, uko Facebook, IG, nini.
Scrolling.
He's saying I'm just reading something. He's like, hey, bro, what you studying? Nikamwambia, I'm not studying, it's just a novel I'm reading. It's really interesting. Okay. So later on, another conversation, it's like, what are you studying? Really, tell me. Are you doing safety? Nikamwambia, nyamaza, you don't want to, kila mtu ajue your business. You don't know also how people will perceive it. So most of these things you used to do them chini ya maji tu, haujui kampuni ikijua unaji-advance ita-react aje. Because at the end of the day, most companies are there to keep you where you are. You don't need don't get too smart. Sirevuke sana. Akani-introduce kwa shule yenye alikuwa nasomea safety. So did my first certification international certification ya IOSH, managing safely. Shule ikafungwa, sijui alikuwa akora ama ni nini. So after I've done my exam, I'm going to look for these guys. Wamefunga.
Oh no.
Week 1, week 2, week 3. Kwa jirani hapo, like the other business next to them was like, hawa watu wako wapi? They just closed. So started hunting them in Doha again, looking for them, ukipata reports, because we're in some WhatsApp group here, all former students. That's a whole different story. In any case, niliwapata through, I used IOSH. I went to IOSH customer care, got in touch with them, sent emails. So 6 months later, I got my certificate.
Yeah.
By that time now, I had left Qatar and went to Bahrain. Now as a junior safety officer. That's where now the practical ikaanza. Ingine ilikuwa theory, classwork.
Yeah.
So practical, nika get job Bahrain. As a junior safety officer, I was working on one of the biggest sites in the whole of the island. Bahrain is a small island.
What is the scope of work?
Yeah, scope of work was we were dealing with precast concrete. So lifting, majorly lifting.
Yeah, which is high risk.
Yes,
really.
very, very high risk. This this site was the biggest one in the whole of Bahrain. It's called Marasi Galleria. It was one of these high-end estates, like reclaimed land. Wanatengeneza these hotel apartments, malls, kulikuwa na mall, car park. So our scope of work on site was in the mall and the car park. And we had 15 tower cranes on this location. So it was a massive, massive site. It was like best thing that ever happened to me with regards to welcome to the profession.
Yeah.
Because ilikuwa high risk, very high risk.
Yeah.
So many things to consider. Also, it was a very big site. So dynamics ni mob. Too many companies on site. I think as at that time, tulikuwa around maybe total 24-hour shift, maybe almost 4,500 personnel. So day shift is like 3,000 boots on ground. Night shift, maybe 1,500 boots on ground. So you can just imagine that chaos. It's like a mini city. Subcontractors, kampuni ni mob, hao wanafanya hii kazi, nyinyi mnafanya hii kazi. So you need to like balance out everything, understand everything, where everything is, coordinate with everyone as well.
I'm just wondering, because if you're a junior OSH professional, that can be overwhelming.
Yes,
it's your first time in the field, and you're thrown in with the sharks, and you're told swim.
Ndio nimesema it was the best thing that ever happened.
It should be.
Because tulianzia depend. And we went there as for our company, we were 3 of us, 3 junior officers. And we ran that site with 2 junior engineers. Because with the senior guys, I believe they started the project, then it reached a point, ikakuwa for whatever reasons from the company, ikakuwa anaweza manage penye imebakia. So in terms of management, from site office, tuko junior officers, kila mtu na shift yake, with the junior engineers, and now our site teams. Our site teams were the best, because in terms of safety culture and skill sets for the job that they were doing. So they had vast knowledge, experience, ni watu wasumbui, and they had good safety culture. So they understand the importance of safety, and it is lifting and work at height, because these guys are working topside. So perception for safety was very high, which made our task now as a safety officer
much easier
in terms of dealing with the team. So what we are dealing with most was the environment. Like, make sure coordinate with everybody else that where we are working is all set. The team will prepare, execute, but you need to check surrounding, from now we're doing holocaust slabs. So you need to consider from beneath the floor beneath, from top side. Sometimes you'll do double, triple lifting due to location. So unachukua na tower cranes 2 hapa, una drop hapa, inachukuliwa na ingine. The last one is installed by a mobile crane. So yote ya kuelewa lifting pia. So also now that is how I ended up in lifting profession. Apart from being HSC officer.
Let me just ask you this. Because in lifting operations, usually communication is very important.
Yes, it is.
You have to know where this person is, constantly communicating. And then there was the issue of language barrier. How did you even overcome that as a junior health and safety professional?
Being in Qatar before, it helped.
I mean, it was sign language.
Yeah. Actually, you start with sign language. And funny thing, universally, kuelewana mtaelewana in a very funny way, like how do I say, si lazima language ikuwe pure, like correct proper English or Swahili or Hindi or Arabic, but you can do a mix match, inaitangwa inaitwa cocktail, you do like a cocktail of languages. You coming, me going, kinda, so long as you get the message out there. And for example, now language barrier. Funny thing, in Bahrain everybody speaks Hindi, even the Bahraini guys, even the Arabs, cause Wahindi ni wengi huko. So even in my teams, Filipino guys used to speak Hindi. The Indians, of course, they speak Hindi. And I was like, hey, man, don't you speak Arabic? It's this Bahrain, It's like, no, Hindi is easier for everyone because the largest population, labor force-wise, is like all predominantly
Indians.
Or dominantly Asians. From Indians is majority. Then you come now to like Nepali, Bangladeshi. In Bahrain there were no Bangladeshi, but these are the Pakistani, and your labor force. So this is the easiest language out there. So from having worked in Qatar, so Kihindi kidogo ilikuwa, tora tora.
What does that mean?
Tora tora is small.
Oh, small.
It's in Hindi, like, small Hindi. You can speak small Hindi. Arabic kidogo, the usual salam alaikum, alaikum salam.
Yeah.
Where you going, Wenro, tal, kuja. Kidogo ya, you can give
Tal, kuja.
instructions here
Toro,
and there.
toro.
Yeah, tora.
Tora,
That's
tora.
his Hindi. Hindi for small. Yeah.
Money, because sometimes I think of Sheng, like how Sheng came about.
Yeah.
So, because probably people couldn't communicate a certain way, and then they
Exactly.
found a middle ground. So,
That-
unasema hii, mi nasema hii,
Ndio
then we
hiyo.
meet somewhere.
Ndio hiyo sign ndio inaitwa hiyo Gulf English. I think
I think
umeisikia.
maybe you guys should start writing, like a book on
Actually,
Gulf English.
it messes up your proper English.
Yeah.
Yes.
This has been a very insightful session. I've learned so much. If you're considering moving to another country for work, this episode is for you. Now, if you like this content, please subscribe to our channel and please share this content with your friends and with your family members, because we want to transform the EHS Unplugged podcast platform into one of the most transformative platforms in the country. So please help us. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Bye.